Hey guys, this is Jamal again, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about different types of backlink building strategies. So we're going to start with some basic ones and move over to some more complex ones, and we'll have some more videos later on diving into the complex ones, but this is just to give you an idea of how you can use backlinks to help your website rank higher on Google. So let's dive right into it. There are a few different levels of backlinks that we build out here, and the first ones, or the two foundation links that we like to call them, would be local directory links and social profiles. Now, why do we call this foundation links? It's because, well, most of your competition is going to have these types of backlinks. So what is a citation or directory? Let's say you are a dentist. You will want to be listed on the dental directories that are out there. There are a lot of general business directories. You want to make sure you're on all of these business directories. For general business directories, there are some services you can use, or you can do this manually. So if you want to use a service, one service might be Yext. Yext will create the top business directories for you, about 100 to 150. They cost about $400 to $500 annually, and they sync all of your listings automatically whenever you have an update you need to make, such as a new phone number or an address change. If you are not a big company and your budget doesn't allow you to use something like Yext, there is another service out there called Bright Local. And Bright Local allows you to purchase individual local directory links. They might be at $2 a link or $3 a link. They have some citation building services similar to our own. We actually use them for some of our clients as well, depending on what exactly we're trying to do. But if you're not going to use a service, then a way to do this would be manually. And for example, if you want to manually create one, you can go online and you can type something like SEO business directories, right? And Google will do a great job of giving you a whole list of them. So let's say you type for a list, all right? And there we go. The first one gives us a list of 50. And if you go down, you'll see, okay, Facebook, Apple Maps, Google My Business, LinkedIn, Bing, Yelp, MapQuest, HubSpot, Super Pages. So you want to go through all of these business directories and you want to make a listing for your local company. These local listings really help your Google My Business rankings. So when you're trying to rank on Google Maps, if your name, address, and phone number, otherwise known as your NAPs, if they match everywhere, that's going to help give you a boost online. So your level 1 foundation link, the first one that you should be building for your company, will be local directories. And if you go online, you can find a list of many free local directories, and you want to start building some of these every month. Start with the top ones and then you can start building the smaller ones afterwards. So that's your local directories. What's the next thing? Well, the next thing is going to be industry specific directories. So if you're a dentist, you come onto Google and type maybe SEO directories for dentists. So once you've built out all of the general ones, now you come looking for industry specific ones. Loganics has a great list here that you can check. We'll have a list on our website as well that you can check out. But here you can see there's a whole list of business directories made specifically for dentists. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. And depending on how competitive of an industry you're in, how many people are you competing with in your area, once you finish building out a lot of the business directories, the general ones, you may want to start looking at the industry specific ones. So good to do some research in the beginning before you start building out your backlinks to figure out really where you can build them, where you can get free ones, and if they are paid, prioritize them and figure out when you should build a paid one. Sometimes it's worth it to build out a paid link if the directory you're trying to join already ranks on Google for a search term. For example, if one of these already rank on Google for, say, dentist in Miami or dentist in Los Angeles, depending on where you're located, it might be worth it to pay them to get listed on their website, because now not only will you receive a backlink from them, since they're ranking well and driving traffic to their website, you may even get leads from the website, and that will end up paying for the cost of the backlink. So there are many industry-specific websites available for lawyers, plumbers, hunting ranches, dentists. No matter what industry you're in, you're going to find industry-specific business directories. So now we've gone over the business directories. What's next? Once you start building these out, the next type of backlinks you want to add to your mix will be your social profile links. Social profile links meaning Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, right? You want to get all of your social profiles built out because, once again, all of your competition has this, but it's going to come in handy with the next level up of backlinks. So when you have a social profile, right, let's say for our own, you may have a Facebook page. Now, when you have a Facebook page, what you can do is you can start linking to internal pages on your website with the posts that you create. Whether it's Twitter, Tumblr, you can see we're linking to internal pages of our website. So why is this useful? Well, when you first create a social profile, we call it one of the foundation links because all of your competition already has social profile links. Everyone has a Facebook profile, a Twitter profile, a Tumblr profile, right? But now what is the real reason behind building these social profile links? It's not just so you can get a backlink. It's a way for you to brand your company. When someone goes online looking for information about your company, your social media profiles will pop up first. It's a great way for them to learn more about what you do, what you offer, as well as reviews that you have, and content that you might be sharing. Now, content that you share on social media is important because now this is a free way for you to link to internal pages of your website. So when you build out your local directory links, a lot of these links go to your homepage, which is fine because that's probably going to be the page where most people land when you start doing your marketing. However, if you want to start ranking for internal pages, maybe internal services or areas that you target, then social media posting is a great way to start linking to your internal pages and give them a boost on Google. So for example, you might rank really well for SEO services in XYZ city, but you may not rank as well for SEO for counselors or SEO for dentists. If you're a plumber, you might rank really well for a plumber in Dallas. Maybe you don't rank as well for a plumber in Fort Worth, right? So what you can do is you come and post on social media. Maybe you talk about plumbing in Fort Worth, common problems in that city or in certain neighborhoods, and you link back to your Fort Worth page. Now you are able to build a link that went to an internal page, and over time, when you have many of these links going to internal pages, you give that internal page a boost, right? So now instead of having to go and work with an influencer or a blogger and convince them to link to an internal page, you can create your own link on social media and link to your internal page. So this is why your social profile links come in very handy. They help you build up your brand, they help you share valuable content, build a following, and let you link to internal pages to give internal pages of your website a boost on Google. Moving on to the next one is guest posting. Now, before I go on to this, for social profiles, same thing, list of social profiles. For SEO, you get a whole bunch of them online, 128 social media sites you need to know, right? You don't have to build it on all of these. Find the ones that work best for your industry. Once again, look for your industry, right? For example, if you are an e-commerce website, you may want to gravitate more towards Pinterest, right? Things that let you share more photos. If you are a photography company, maybe you want to go more towards YouTube and Vimeo, Dailymotion, places where you can share more videos. So look at the industry that you're in, build it out on the top social profiles, and then start narrowing down to more industry specific ones or types that would help your industry more. So after social profiles, now we are moving on to guest posting. What is a guest post? Well, a guest post is anytime another company or another blogging website, another website in general, writes a post and links back to your company. So, for people in e-commerce, for example, if you're selling, say, tablets, right? Best tablets of 2022, well, 2023. Look at this. We're still in 2022, and there's already blogs going up for best tablets of 2023. Let's click on PC Mag. And this will be an example of a guest post. So, well, I'm incorrect over there actually. This is affiliate links. Let's look for an actual guest post. You can do this by perhaps going in here and typing in guest post. And there we go. Look at this. This one is 10 best multivitamin tablets. Okay, no problem. So this website has a blog on their site, which is a guest post. And it says up here that it's a guest post. Now, what is this? This means that they wrote a blog, right? Or they write many blogs, and these blogs link to other people's websites. So in this case, there's a blog here. Wow, so many ads on this website. There's a blog here, 10 best multivitamin tablets of 2023. And within here, they're going to have links that go off to other people's websites. You can see here and here, right? Now, when they link out to another person's website, this means that this is a guest post. Someone has paid these guys so that they will talk about an industry that they're in and link back to their website. Now, this does not always have to be paid, right? So you can see down here, best multivitamin tablets, vitamin B6. There's a lot of links going to a lot of different places. Some of them are internal links going to their own website. Some are links going to other websites. Let's see what we have on TechCrunch. This one's a better one. So this is a guest post on here. And let's see, they're talking about tablets deliver a new business book mashup. Okay. Who are they linking to? Oh, this person is a marketing strategist. So look, they're posting out to another person's website right here. So guest posting is when you go onto a website, you provide them with some content, or you ask them to write content, and then that blog then links back to your website. That was big for quite some time. Google came out with an update recently saying that this is a no-no. They frown upon this, and we'll see how it affects people in the future. A lot of people are still doing this. Google has recommended that if you're going to guest post to use a no-follow link. Again, once someone starts abusing something, Google will catch on and they will adjust accordingly. But guest posting is still pretty big. There's many companies out there still doing it. We do offer it for our clients as well as part of a healthy backlink profile mix. They do make up a small percentage of the overall backlinks we build. And again, you want to remember, don't go for just one don't go for just one backlinking strategy. You want to have multiple backlinking strategies so that you have a healthy and diverse backlink profile. Now, for guest posting, there's a few ways you can go about doing this. A very handy tool is bigguestposting.com. This is a great way to do it the natural way, the way that you won't get penalized. Instead of going to a site where maybe you purchase a backlink, there's a lot of companies that offer this, not saying that they're good or bad, just Google doesn't like it when you're paying for backlinks. So even if you're paying them for the backlink, make sure it's not a PBN. You want to make sure that if you are paying for a backlink building service, pay for the outreach. Don't pay for the placement. There's a difference if you're paying, say, $135 or $100 or $400. There's a difference between paying for placement on a website and paying for outreach. Let me say that again. There's a difference between paying for placement on a website and paying for outreach. There's nothing wrong with paying for outreach. When you pay for outreach, you're doing the right thing. You are reaching out to bloggers, maybe providing them with valuable information to see if they would like to share it with their audience. That's fine. There's companies that offer outreach services. Maybe they charge $500 a month, $1,000 a month. Maybe they say we'll charge you per placement, but you're still paying for the outreach. itself, not necessarily the placement. The placement would be if you go to the blogger and say, what do you charge to post something on your website? And he says $200 for a placement on my website. That's paying for a link. That Google does not like. But if you go to a company and you tell them we have a budget of, say, $5,000 a month, and they'll say, okay, we'll do X amount of work and reach out to X amount of websites, and here's what it's going to cost you for this outreach, that's okay. But this is how guest posting works. There's many ways to go about guest posting. One of the better ways to go about guest posting or getting featured in another person's guest post is use something like bigguestpost.com. They allow you to narrow down a list of websites that accept guest posts. So let's say finance. Let's say you're looking for a domain authority of at least 60, right? And search their database. Now, when you search their database, they're going to spit out hundreds of websites to you that have already posted a guest post in the past. They will give you the link where you can go to learn more about their requirements. And then you can create a nice asset, right? You can create a nice blog, maybe an infographic, a new game, a new tool, something valuable that does not already exist. And then you make a list of all of the bloggers or websites that accept guest posting. You reach out to all of them and see if they would like to share this new asset that you have created, which is so valuable in your industry. This is the proper way to do guest posting. This way, maybe you reach out to 20, 30, or 100 people, right? They're going to give you a list. This is one tool. There's many tools out there. But let's say you are a hunting ranch and you want to come up with hunting tips for the winter time, right? Hunting tips for winter. And these guys rank up here, right? They have 5 tips to help you prepare for cold hunting, right? Now, you can see they have a basic blog. Maybe you write the top 10 tips with some nice videos and infographics. And then you go down this list on Google of all the people that are promoting this blog or these types of topics, and you submit it to them. Ask them, hey, we see that you have, 6 strategies for hunting in the winter, 10 tips for hunting in the winter. Can you check out our new ultimate guide on the top 50 tips for hunting in the winter? Would you like to share this on your website? Some of them might say yes. You may not have to even pay a dime, and you get a very nice link coming in from a very powerful website in your industry, right? So guest posting is a good tool, is a good way to build backlinks, relevant backlinks from strong websites. You want to be careful about how you do this. Google has been catching on to people that try to take shortcuts, but it's still a very good way to build backlinks, and at least for the next couple years, I think it's going to continue to remain a good method of building backlinks as long as you are doing it naturally and the way Google likes it. So that's guest posting. Let's move on to another type of backlink building. Actually, before we do that, now when you start building these backlinks, there's ways to give your backlinks a boost. So, for example, remember you are building out local directory links, you're building out social profile links, you're publishing blogs on your social profiles, and now you're even, say, linking to some of these or getting links from some other websites in your industry. Now, there's ways you can tie all of this together. For example, let's say you have a post on one of your social media profiles. Let's say you have a Medium account where you go and post a blog, right? Top 5 ways to clean your carpets if you're a carpet cleaning company. Well, you know what? Maybe when you have a guest post about this new product that came out that helps people clean their carpets, within that guest post, you can refer to the blog that you wrote on one of your social media profiles. Or the other way around, right? Maybe you have a post that someone does on their website about why you're the best carpet cleaning company in South Texas, right? And then you have a social media post about maybe the top 10 ways to remove something from your carpet. Well, this post here can link to the guest post that you had. So now that guest post that you have out there, if it's ranking well on Google, maybe you want to give that a boost. Well, now one of your social media profiles can link to one of the guest posts that you created. Or the other way around. You can start linking your backlinks to each other, and this now turns into tier 2 linking. So tier 2 linking might mean maybe you do get featured on someone else's blog and they're talking about you, but you know what? Their page is not ranking very well. You want to give their page a boost? Well, maybe you start linking to their page from your social media postings, and that gives their page a boost. And now their page that's linking to your website has a boost and becomes a more powerful link linking to your website. This gets more into tier 2 and tier 3 backlink building, but it's still a good way to do this. Again, you don't want to spam this. Come up with the proper plan. But if you do this the right way, a lot of your backlinks can give each other a boost so that they themselves become more powerful and give your own website a bigger boost. That's going to be a video for another day. Tier 2 backlinking can get a bit confusing, and you want to do it in a way where it's not spammy. Remember, we do not want to do things for the purpose of just doing things. You need to have a strategy behind it. You need to have a purpose behind it. And the purpose really just should be to provide valuable information and be helpful to users. If you're doing that, then you won't have any issues. But if you're going with it primarily for the purpose of building backlinks, then it's going to fail. Or if not now, it will eventually fail when Google catches on. So moving on to another type of backlink that you can create would be, these two links are a bit harder to create. So one would be a .edu link. Google has caught up to this as well. So if you're just going to do this for the purpose of backlink building, it's not going to work. It is something you can add into an already healthy backlink profile, and it's kind of like two birds with one stone with this type, where one, not only are you building backlinks, but you're going to be able to help your community as well. So let's say you offer a scholarship to your local university. If you offer a scholarship and your university accepts your scholarship, maybe 2 or 3 universities in your area accept your scholarship, they might list you on their website as a scholarship provider, right? So for example, let's do site.edu scholarship. All right, scholarship. Let's go on to these. Oh, look at this. Freshman opportunities. Eugene, let's see, they have a whole bunch here. If you offer a scholarship and they link to your website, then you are going to get a very nice backlink coming in from a .edu website. So there's a lot of ways you can get listed here. Let's see if we can find one that we did for a client of ours and show you an example. All right, let's see if we can find any .edu links. Oh, look at this. So when you go and partner with a school and you're willing to offer a scholarship, that school will eventually possibly link to you. And when they link to you from their scholarship page, you get a nice high-level backlink coming back to your website. And this is going to be a higher level link that not all of your competitors offer. So you can see outside scholarships. This university is one of them that does it, California Lutheran University, and they're going to link to all of these people that offer scholarships. See, learn more and apply, and it goes to a criminal defense law website. The legal industry has definitely overused this scholarship strategy, so Google's been catching on to that. But again, remember, this is supposed to be part of a healthy backlink profile. So do everything else first, and then start coming to stuff like this. But the great thing about this is that you can start getting very high-level links from .edu websites that have a domain authority of 70, 80, 90, right? And when you mix that along with all of the other links that you're creating, it's going to give you a very powerful boost. Now, let's move on to the next one. That's one example of how to build an EDU link. Moving on to .gov links. These are great for e-commerce guys. If you are an e-commerce person and you want to get a .gov link, well, one way that we're going to show you on this video is by offering a discount to government employees. This is always great. So let's say we go to .gov employee discount. Let's see what we have. Top government discounts. Apple, restaurants, retail, hotel and travel, discounts by state. So you can go into different states and they'll list the different, oh, look at this, different companies that provide discounts. So you can reach, depending on what state you're in, you can reach out to state departments, certain government departments, and let them know, hey, you know what? If any of your employees come purchase something from us, you get 20% off, 10% off, 5% off. You might only get a handful of links, but these links will help you get leads, they will help you get sales, and it's going to be a very powerful .gov link. Again, DA 50, 60, 70, 80. High domain authority links that not everyone has. And when you add this into your already healthy backlink profile, you'll get a very heavy boost from something like this. These two were known as like the holy grails of backlink building a few years back. Google has been catching on. Keep that in mind. If you do this naturally the way you're supposed to, then it's going to work. If you start a website and just say, okay, let's go build 100 .gov links tomorrow, Google's going to catch on. They're not stupid, right? So keep that in mind, and you should be fine. Moving on to the next one, sponsorships. This one is great. Still, too many people do not look into sponsorships. If you are a local company, go and sponsor your local soccer team, right? Go and sponsor your local basketball team, your chess team, your local schools, whatever it may be. Start giving back to the community. When you start moving into these types of backlinks, we assume you are a bigger company because you're able to afford to offer scholarships, because you're able to handle any traffic that a government site might give you, right? If you're that big of a company, start giving back to your community. It will help you. It will definitely help you. So with sponsorships, when you sponsor a local team, you get a local link. You get a backlink coming back to your website from an entity which is local to your area. Google can see this. When they see that you have links coming in from local schools, maybe a chamber of commerce, right? This is going to help you locally. Again, something that not all of your competition may be doing. Everyone else might be focusing on local directories and social profiles and guest posting. Well, you can go pretty light on these up here and end up going pretty heavy here, and you can outrank your competition with a fraction of the number of links because the quality of the links you receive are so much better, right? So sponsorships are another great way to build out local links in your area. This is something we push on a lot of our clients when they start asking us what else can we do when they already have a pretty aggressive backlinking strategy going on. With sponsorships, now this also goes into your local associations, your relevant associations, whether you're a lawyer or a dentist or a real estate agent. There's a lot of associations you can join. There's a lot of chambers that you can join. This is when you want to start joining your industry-specific associations or your city-specific chambers. These are going to help you a lot when it comes down to what makes you different from your competition. Your competition may not be looking into these. Go join that local chamber of commerce. Pay the extra grand a year, get listed on their directory. Very powerful entity in your city is promoting you. Maybe all of your competition isn't doing that, right? Something to think about. Another way of building out some backlinks, and there's still many more out there. You can build backlinks through influencer marketing, through asset promotion. There's many different things you can do, which will require other videos, but these are some of the basic ones we want to go over, and they cover some low-level as well as high-level links. So the last one on this list for today is going to be press releases. Press releases, again, like guest posting, do with caution. If you start your sentence with, hey guys, let's add press releases to our backlinking strategy, then you've probably already gone wrong. Press releases should only be used when you have actual news to share. Really, I actually prefer going after press release distribution companies that only get me into a few select news channels, good ones, instead of those that say will get you into the top 3,000 news outlets. No, I don't want that. Okay? Press releases are supposed to be used to share news, to share updates about your company. Maybe you are offering a new product line for the winter season. Maybe you opened a new location. Maybe you bought a new company, right? Maybe you introduced a new software. Leave press releases for valuable updates and news that needs to be shared. And when you distribute that press release, go with a quality company. Do not cut corners. If you are going to use Fiverr or Freelancer, do your research and maybe run the press release on one of your dummy test accounts first before you try ruining a client's website or your own website. One great thing to remember is if you have test websites, if you're a webmaster, if you're another agency out there, this is more for you. Do what we do and have a bunch of project websites. It is not a bad idea. You get to test a lot of backlinking strategies on your own websites. Some of them work, some of them don't. For the ones that do, replicate them 2, 3, 4, 5 times across 2, 3, 4, 5 industries. And then when you have something that's tested and proven, you can go and apply it to a client. Never a downside to have your own test websites. No matter what anyone says, if you have your SEO cycle down and you have your process down and you can push out projects efficiently, definitely have test projects. It will save you a lot of time in the future and it will help you keep your retention rates high because you're only providing proven methods to your clients. So these are different types of backlinks that you can build out. Most of these can be done for free. Local directories you can do for free. Social profiles you can do for free. Posting on them you can do for free. Guest posting you can even do for free. For example, if you want to submit something to Forbes or Seeking Alpha, you don't have to pay for this. You can go to Seeking Alpha, right? And you can become a contributor. Can't spell today, contributor. If you become a contributor to Seeking Alpha, this is in the financial industry. There's many other websites out there in many other industries that do the same thing. Seeking Alpha will allow you to become a contributor. Maybe you write a really good piece of content on, say, a market analysis or a market update. You can submit it to them. Say it's exclusively for them. They will post it if it's good enough, and now you get a very nice link coming from a very powerful website. Many websites out there that you can go to and submit good high quality content and you will never have to pay a dime. If they find the content useful, they will link back to you. Let's go on to the edu links. This one this is a paid service. The outreach you can do yourself or you can pay someone to do the outreach. When it comes time for making a payment, you'll have to pay out 500 or 2,000, right? Depending on what the scholarship amount was. This one is going to cost you some money to do. But if you're a company offering a scholarship, that's going to be a tax write-off. So, like anything else, see where you can get your wins. With .gov links, this one will not cost you money. This will cost you time. It will cost you money if you pay another company to do the outreach for you. And then you'll have to come up with a proper discount or offer for those employees. Sponsorships, this will cost you a little bit of money. Again, these are all higher level link building strategies. There will be some costs involved when it comes to this. For the sponsorship, most of the time, in order to become a sponsor, you need to make a payment. It'll be 500, 5,000, 10,000, depending on what you're trying to sponsor. And then press releases, this one can be free or paid. If you have a proper press release, there's a lot of sites out there you can go to, like Haro or even Manual Outreach. Go to your local news stations, submit the press release to them. They might pick it up and share it for free. Or you can use third-party services like SB Newswire, Decision, PR Newswire. There's many out there. But this one will be probably paid most of the time as well. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully we went over a few different types of ways to create backlinks. There's many other ones out there like video links and image links. But these are kind of the core that most people do, and a lot that some people maybe forget to focus on as well. And if you start building a healthy backlink profile and come up with a plan that you can sustain over time, I guarantee You will not need as many backlinks as your competitors. You can do it with a smaller number of backlinks. Just always focus on quality over quantity. So, I hope this was helpful to those that are trying to learn a little bit more about how to build backlinks for their websites, different types of backlinks, and look out for our next video. Thank you so much.